Hey guys, this is Polar, and I am back again doing another episode of my work in progress, or I guess you can say an overview. I don't know if you want to call it episodes, but this is something I wanted to include earlier. I had like a bird's eye view of the map, like an overflow, not overflow, but an overview of how I wanted the level to kind of look, or at least flow. I've never used Cryengine before ever. So what I wanted to do is just kind of create a overview of the map of what I wanted to do. As you can see, I lost my original, so I'm going on with what I got with Cryengine. I just took a screenshot, and basically I'm just laying out some important features of the map: lighthouse, fishing village, the cabin I was working on, the pathway to the hidden bay area, which is still, I haven't worked on it yet, but I will be working on, and how it all interconnects, how the flow of the level should be, yada yada yada, all that jazz. So yeah, so let's get to the actual footage. So yeah, I did include the map. It wasn't the original. I don't know if I said that before because I'm recording this at different times. But planning, when you're doing level design or any type of software development or any type of development whatsoever, planning is essential. And one of the things I picked up through different resources on level design was, it's always good to have like an overview map of an idea how you want the level to look, the main features of it, so on and so forth. And right now we are at the stage where I am starting the main pathway from the first fishing village that you saw in previous videos, that will head toward this newer area where it's kind of like, I guess you could say it's a secret bay, a secret cove, whatever you want to call it. And I'm using this asset I got from the Cryengine 3 library for the meshes that it comes with, and I'm starting the waterfall. There's going to be 2 waterfalls, and the first waterfall is going to be here, so this is early on. And there's going to be another waterfall on the other side of the bay that basically I wanted this first waterfall. It's like when the players walk along the pathway, they're going to notice this first. It's going to be closer to them. It's going to be, I guess, maybe a little bit longer waterfall. I don't know if you say longer, but hopefully it'll catch your attention. When I'm using the particle emitters here, I'm going back and forth between the edit mode and the gameplay mode because I don't know, compared this to Unreal Development Kit, Cryengine 3, as far as its viewports, is kind of, I don't know, it desires a little work. So I find myself with Cryengine 3 always going back and forth between the editor mode and the gameplay mode. So like when I'm trying to tweak this waterfall to make it look more realistic, I have to go back and forth and say, like, well, if I'm a gamer and I'm going to be walking across this area, how is this going to look from all different angles? And I guess you could say that about most of level design. A lot of it's detail work anyway. And over here is the beginning of the pathway from the first fishing village to the area we just saw. Like I said, this map, it's going to be like a fishing village. I wanted it kind of creepy, kind of spooky. I want it to look like people have been here before, but for some reason or another, they've... I guess you can like a real render flash there from the Cryengine 3, but I wanted it to have a feeling of uneasiness. Like you can see the lighthouse structure right here, that people were here before but now they're not, and kind of give the player or person going through this level maybe a little sense of uneasiness. As you can see, we're starting along the pathway. I have kind of like a little, I guess you could say a little fenced off area to help lead the player in the direction that I would want them to go. The pathway and the waterfall are not complete. There is quite a bit of more detail work I'd like to add to it, and will be done so hopefully in future videos. You'll be able to see that. And this is basically just going along the pathway. You know, like I said, I'm going back and forth between edit view and gameplay view. So like if I'm the player and I'm playing this level, what am I going to see if I look in this direction, or if I look in that direction from this point? How's it going to look at this time of day, and what have you. I'm going to blow up that sun with that rocket launcher. But yeah, so we're just going along. We're getting closer and closer to this waterfall. Hopefully we get there before the sun drops. Oh, I guess not. Okay, so now we're coming across that first waterfall we saw earlier in the video. It's at nighttime now. As you can see, it definitely needs some tweaking, and we will be doing some tweaking here to edit it. As you can see, it looks kind of weird, but like I said earlier, a lot of it's detail work. Something like this, I think once I got it all finished at this point, when I say this point, it probably took me maybe like 5-6 minutes. But ultimately, I think when I'm finished with it, once I get it all detailed out, I'll probably be spending quite a bit of time on these waterfalls, just so they look right, look realistic, and just doesn't look, you know, cheesy or fake as they look right now. So as you can see, I have to go back into gameplay view because of how Cryengine 3's editor is set up. It's hard to go back and forth to see all the angles so I can continue my detail work. And this is a lot of what I do, is I move little boxes around until they're just right. And I will be editing this because I don't think you just want to see 20-30 minutes of me just moving these boxes around. But as I said, you know, like it's nighttime now on the level. I did set the level up to transition from night to day as a player would walk through the level, because I thought that was a really cool feature of Cryengine 3, that you're able to do that. It was really easy to set up. And this is from another angle. I don't think you can see it because it's nighttime now on the level, but I kind of have the waterfall. It's like rocks kind of popping out of the very top of the waterfall, and the water's going around it. Hopefully that effect will be brought in. I think it will. But this is the first of 2 waterfalls. And I also put like a little stream and such up in the top part of that, where the water's coming down, you know, with the water volumes in Cryengine 3, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it totally accessible for the player to get up there. Here, I gotta switch it to I think 12 afternoon so I can see how it'll look in midday. As you can see, I was like, oh look, here's one little particle emitter just kind of sticking out there. I gotta fix that. But yeah, this is like when after I do the basics of the level, it's a repetitive process. You know, you build it up, you add your details, you go into like a gameplay view, or you look at it from multiple angles, you make sure everything's perfect. 99% of the time it's not, so you tweak it and you repeat the process all over again. You do it over and over and over until it looks awesome. And this is going to be the secret bay where I will be putting more buildings and what have you. And I'm going to shoot at that sand because I hate it. And I don't know why. But yeah, you know, a lot of this work is detail work, man. You have to be really patient. And patient yet work fast and hard to get it done in time. Here's the other waterfall. As you can see, that's going to need a little bit of detail work too. But I think we're getting closer to the end of this video, and this is where I'm going to be setting up the other section of the map, the secret bay, what have you. What's going to be in here, I don't want to reveal that yet, but I'm just shooting at the sand on the other side. There'll be stuff here and maybe crabs to shoot at. I don't know. I'm gonna just end it right here. F it. And that was it. And as always, I thank you guys for stopping by. Feel free to like this one, leave comments, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to check out my other gaming channel. And we will be doing more of these videos, and I hope you liked it, you learned a little bit, or at least enjoyed watching them at the very least.